Hey guys, welcome to ToneBros. My name's Casey.
I'm Colin. We're going to get started today with our current topic of the day, which is the DGT 15 head, Casey.
Yep, I'm super excited to talk about this.
I am too. All right, so this is $11.99.
Yep.
It is essentially like kind of a Marshall head.
Right.
It's kind of the ballpark. Has awesome vibrato on it.
Yep.
Tremolo, however you want to say that. It's essentially vibrato.
Right.
And then has, I think, a Hall reverb. Not necessarily my favorite reverb, but as far as the tones go, like, David Grissom can make anything sound good. So, I mean, I am super interested in it.
Yeah.
I don't know your thoughts.
So we talked a little while back about the PRS HRDX head, right?
Yeah.
And I was ultra interested in it. Got me really excited to check out. Because I was thinking about that smaller Marshall, you know. Mm-hmm. And this head comes out, and David Grissom is a tone freak, right? We all know that. All of his stuff, anytime he puts it out, he can make anything sound good, but he also isn't going to play something that doesn't sound good.
Right.
So my immediate response is, I want to check this out. I'm super excited about it. I think it's awesome that it's got tremolo and reverb. Like you said, it's not my favorite reverb in the world. I've listened to it a little bit online, and I thought the reverb was kind of meh.
I mean, it's like good for like long haul type stuff, but it's definitely not a spring. It's something different.
Yeah, I'm more of a spring or like a longer reverb, maybe a plate.
Sure.
It's kind of what I like, me personally. I've definitely used Hall style reverbs before, and they're fine. Reverb's kind of reverb too. You know,
I disagree.
For some people, they're just going to turn it off. You know, and that's cool. Some people are going to throw another big reverb pedal on top of it. Reverb's such a touchy thing right now. Everyone loves these reverb pedals are put on top of amps. And that's cool too if they want to do that. So they've always got that option, but at least there's a reverb built in it. I like the fact that there's a reverb in it no matter what. It makes it a lot more grab and go, in my opinion. It's a simple amp. So there's not tons and tons of controls all over. There's not a bunch of knobs and switches, which I love. I don't see any downsides. $11.99 we said for this head, right?
It's cheap.
Crazy.
I mean, for what it is,
crazy.
It's pretty cheap. There's like some boost functions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like,
I think it's just a gain boost too. It's not a volume boost like solo boost. It looks like it's just a gain boost.
Right. So I think there are some differences there. It's a little more techy as far as switching and stuff like that goes. I think really this amp is not only gonna run the HRDX. No, I think it's HDRX. It's because it's like Hendrix.
Okay.
So, anyways,
I've been saying that wrong.
Or I think it will run like the small Freeman amps, kind of a run for its money.
Yeah, like the little whatever the runt. I think they call them runts, right?
Yeah.
Runt 50s and stuff. Which it's only 15 watts, so it's not going to push up on the 50 maybe, but maybe on like that the Pink Taco,
right,
and stuff like that. I think it's a really good price point. I think it's probably a great sounding amp. It's hard to tell because David Grissom does sound so good when he plays everything, and most of the demos I heard was David Grissom playing it. But yeah, I think it's awesome. I think they're hitting the spot in the market for it, and they certainly got my attention.
Yeah, it's something different. It's not like a Marshall Studio, where it's a non-master,
right?
Something like that. This is a master volume. I mean, it's got reverb, tremolo built in.
You take that with a 112 cab, and you've got all your bases covered. And if you want to do a stereo thing or you want to do like a dual mono thing, you can take two 1x12 cabs and two small little heads in your set, or even a 112 combo or something. It's going to be pretty comfortable to carry. And I think it sounds like the master's pretty good. So even for like bedroom practice and stuff, I think it's going to work out well for a lot of players. Yep. And I mean, you can't buy a deluxe reverb for that anymore.
Oh gosh.
It's like the price of a Princeton.
I know. That's sad.
It's like the price of a Princeton now.
Sad.
I don't know. It sounds great, I'm sure. I've heard one of the old David Grissom signatures, the big PRS heads. I forgot how many watts those were. I heard one of those, years and years ago, like 07 or something. And I remember thinking that it had like all the paisley, like cloth pattern stuff on it. And that amp sounded unbelievable. But I'm sure this one will sound just as good. I know it's modeled after it. Okay. So it'll be a great amp too. So